Okay, so a quick video on how we learn a new chord voicing and how we then kind of get the most out of it. So what I would do is I would learn the chord voicing on the E, the A and the D string. So let's take A minor major 7. So first of all, we need to know what the intervals are. So it's root, flat 3, 5, major 7th. Yeah, so A, C, E, G sharp. So we're going to do 5 on the low E, A, 7 on the A, the 5th, G sharp, 6th fret of the D, which is the major 7th, and then the flat 3, 5th fret of the G. So it's going to be 5, 7, 6, 5. The next one is going to be an A string shape, and it's actually in the same order: root, 5th, major 7th, flat 3. And it's going to be second finger, first fret of the B, first finger, first fret of the G, third finger, second fret of the D, and then open A. So now I've got two shapes, one on the E string, which is movable, and one on the A string. Then I want one for the D string, and I'm going to go with half of this shape. So second finger on the D, 6th fret of the D, first finger on the 5th fret of the G, B and the high E. So that's going to be G sharp, major 7, flat 3, 5th, root. Could actually still play the A for this underneath, but thinking of it as more of like a D string shape. So we've got low E, string shape, A string shape, D string shape. Now this is really useful because now I know 3 different voicings, and the chances are that when I learn a song or use it, I'm going to need to know it in several places, because if I learn a chord progression, it might be that this one's more suited or this one's more suited. So just knowing one doesn't really help me that much. The next thing I would do is I would figure out how it works in a song or in a chord progression. So the most common thing for this is probably the minor rundown, which would be A minor major 7, A minor 7, and A minor 6. So I would do that for every single voicing. A minor major 7, A minor 7, A minor 6, or also known as F sharp minor 7 flat 5. And I would do the same here. A minor major 7, A minor 7, A minor 6. And I could do, up here and so on. The other thing I want to do is associate it possibly as a certain sound. So when I hear this, I hear the A harmonic minor scale, and I know the intervals of that, and I know the important interval is the major 7th. And this chord has the major 7. This is that sound. So I know that the minor major 7 fits over the A harmonic minor. Even if I don't really know the theory, I do know the theory, but I can hear that it fits. So that kind of helps me even more. But just knowing those shapes is going to really, really help you. And if you do this for every single chord that you learn, you'll find it opens up the whole fretboard, and it gives you more options. If I wanted to go a step further, I would find more voicings that I like. So for example, let me just figure one out here. So C, G sharp, E, and then C, and so this one. So that would be A, C, E, G sharp, C. So it's going to be root, flat 3, 5th, major 7, flat 3. So I've figured one out there, which means I've got an extra voicing, and if I'm in that area, let's say I'm playing pentatonic, I can go into it if there's ever a chord change or the minor major 7 chord crops up. So this is a really, really good way to, it's more of an approach that will help you get further quickly. There's loads of videos of people talking about this kind of thing. But it is really important to not just learn, if I just learn the one voicing, or or just here, it might help me a little bit, but it's not going to help me that much. So try and, everything you do, try and learn on the E, the A and the D string, and then possibly even more than that. But that's a good place to start and it will help you a lot. Give it a try.